Hi, I'm Danny and these are my Diecast Disasters. In this video I'm going to be customizing a Tomica F7 Mercedes 450 SEL. Now these were produced from 1974 until 1978. I think there were 3 different colours. There was the cream ones, a blue one and silver, and they had various different coloured interiors. This is another subscriber's choice car. I posted it in my community tab and asked everyone what colour they'd like to see it. There were a lot of suggestions. Gold was quite popular, but I think the most requested colour was black. You can see what a cool model this is. I really like the Tomicas. It's even got a little Mercedes sign on the front. They're really sturdy models. There's nothing really wrong with this except for the missing paint. In my opinion, these old Tomicas are some of the best made small die casts. The first step is to drill out the rivets and take the car apart. Next, some polystripper is painted on. The car's left about 5 minutes or so. The paint will wrinkle up and you can wash it off with some water. With the paint stripped, I can clean it up with a wire brush on my rotary tool. This will remove any scraps of paint that are left and any oxidation from the surface of the castings. I then paint the car black. I'm using Vallejo Mecha. It's a gaming paint. It's an acrylic and it's maybe not as smooth as if I was going to use an enamel, but it's really tough and easy to use for me, so I tend to use it quite a lot. Next, I painted some details on the car, and after detailing it's given a couple of coats of Tamiya Gloss Clear. Moving on to the base of the car, it was never painted, so that's an easy start. I pop out the wheels, give it a clean up with my rotary tool. I then painted it in gunmetal. I detailed the bumpers and grille in silver. I then applied a black wash to bring out the details. I gave it some metallic weathering powders and then gave it a varnish. The interior is in great condition, it just needs a bit of a wash. I then painted this in a light brown and gave it a light wash and a little bit of black detailing on the steering wheel and the gear shift. The headlight section is plastic with some chrome paint on it. This is a bit worn, so I took it off with some caustic soda and hot water. It was then painted an undercoat of black and then chrome. I then detailed in some side indicators in Tamiya clear orange. The windscreen was fine, I just gave it a light polish. So here are all our parts, painted and refurbished and ready to go back together. You can see the detailing and wash on the interior. Now I was going to replace the wheels with these low profiles, but when I actually put the car together there was no way they were going to fit. And these are about the smallest aftermarket wheels I have at the moment, so I just used the original wheels as they were still in great condition. Before we take a look at our finished Mercedes, let's take a moment to look back and be reminded of what we started with. A pretty play-worn example. Physically it's in great condition, but the paint and chrome are very worn. A great candidate for a makeover. And here it is, as voted for by the subscribers, our customized black Tomica Mercedes 450 SEL. I have to admit I wasn't thinking black was going to be the most interesting colour for this car, but now that it's finished I think it looks really good. Of all the cars I've done, this is actually probably one of the ones I'd most like to have in real life. I've owned a couple of Mercs and they are really some of the best cars I've ever driven. I've given it a nice tan interior, and you'll also notice in some of the later photos that I have detailed the inside of the opening doors, which is something that a few people have asked me to do in the comments. So while we take a look at some more shots of the car, I'll take a moment to welcome all of my new subscribers, and as usual say a big thanks to everyone for the great comments and likes on my videos. Thanks heaps. As always, an extra special thanks to my Patreon supporters. Thanks heaps guys for the extra support. If you'd like to help support the channel and see some extra content now and again, you can check out my Patreon page. There'll be a link in the description below.
All right, unload.
Let's take a walk.
Wait a minute, you got me all wrong. Honest you have, Red. I didn't squeal. Come on, fellas, give me a break, will you? Let me run for it, just for old times. Oh, listen, fellas, give me the same chance I'd give you. I'm Trent. I wouldn't shoot you.
We don't want to do this, but you've been in the same spot we're in.
We got orders from Big Bill. And if we don't follow him, somebody will bring us out here. Now get going.
Wait a minute, I got a wife and kids. You know what you can do? You can tell Big Bill I got away or something.
Ah, shut up and quit your blubbering. Come on.
Thanks heaps for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.